Welcome to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and we're down here at the Best Lions Park by the dam site on the new Minnesota State Water Trail. And we're interviewing Ben Dickinson from the Minnesota Conservation Corps crew. Hi, Ben.
How's it going, Hank?
Tremendous. Now, you're the crew leader here, right?
Yep, that's correct.
And how long have you been doing this?
I started last year, and I was as a crew member, and then I came back and as a crew leader this year. So
what are you doing on the Outer Tail?
Well, we're doing a bunch of projects. We put in a little bit of a launch on Wanagan Road, and we're gonna make a little portage here for people to get around the dam.
Well, that's great. You know, I know you do all kinds of different projects. Can you tell us about some of them you've been involved in earlier this year and when you started earlier this year?
Yeah, sure. Well, to start the year, we were with the Bellwin group down by St. Paul. We're based out of St. Paul, Minnesota, but we have crews around the state. And we were clearing some bluff land to restore it to oak savanna and native prairie. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty fun. We normally, during the summer months, my crew, the water trails crew, goes down the designated water trails and removes safety hazards like trees, does campground maintenance, a real variety of stuff.
And how did you get involved in this, Ben?
Well, I was a biology major in school, and after I graduated, I did an internship with the Minnesota DNR, doing the statewide native mussel survey.
Mussel,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, some people call them clams. So I decided, I wanted to go a different, broader direction, get more involved in conservation, and the MCC used to be part of the DNR, and they still have strong ties, so I heard about them through the DNR.
Okay, and what's interesting about this crew is that they started in February this year working outside. in Minnesota. And right now they have their tents with them and everything. They stay outside, they stay on job sites, they stay in parks around the area and do major projects. Now the last one you were at was where now?
Last week was a bit of a fun week. We got to do whitewater canoe training and moving water river rescue up near Cloquet and Duluth on the St. Louis River. But the real work that we did the week before was on the Crow River and on the Rum River, doing some campground maintenance and scenic easement work with the DNR.
Okay, now are all the crews always four people crew?
4 or 5 people, yes.
Okay, now when you get done here, when are your completion of your season this year?
We end in mid-December, so it's a 10.5-month program.
Okay, and then you'll be maybe going back to school or starting with one of the other major groups.
Yeah, what's great about the AmeriCorps program is that we get money to go back to school or pay back student loans. So, yeah, some of us will go back to school or get a job with the DNR or a watershed district or something like that.
Well, that's tremendous. You know, the work that you're doing for us around here is going to be visible here way after I'm gone, and someday I hope you can bring your kids up here and show them some of the work you've done around Frazee.
Yeah, I really like this area, and it's something that we're really proud of to come back a year or two later to come use the stuff that we've built.
Well, Ben, I appreciate you being on the program, and with that, we'll be right back with another segment of Spotlight on Frazee, and we'll be talking to the rest of the crew. Welcome back to Spotlight on Frazee. I'm your host, Hank Ludke, and we're still at the Best Lions Park by a dam site here, and we're standing right on a portage for the newest state water trail. And we're here with Amanda. And Amanda, what's your last name?
Prochaska.
Prochaska? Okay. And Nathan?
Prokopek is my last name.
This is interesting, And Karen?
Grimland.
Oh, well, I thought we were going to get another P out of this, I guess. But and so this is all your first year, and are you all just doing 1 year?
I don't know yet. I might do a second year. I like it.
And you were from Sparta, over by Sparta, Wisconsin?
Yep. My parents had a dairy farm there that I grew up on. So.
Yeah, she told me she's a meatitarian. And Nate?
I'm definitely looking to come back another year. This is a great experience, and I think it would be worth my while.
Well, you get kind of one with nature out here. Yeah. And Karen?
It's a possibility. There are definitely a lot of great opportunities with this position, so.
Karen's a vegetarian. And, it's great, to have these people come up and do this type of project, especially for Frazee. I mean, and the whole region. This is a big thing. This trail is going to go through 3 counties. And this is pretty much the start of it, up about 8 miles north of here, the first reach that we can actually do anything with. And your first project was 4 miles up the river. What did you think of that and the buckthorn?
It wasn't so bad. It was actually kind of easy. Half the work was already done for us. So.
Now here, this is a little different story down here, isn't it, Karen?
Yeah, we had to completely engineer this ourselves. Tried to kind of look at what was here and try a lot of different methods, and finally we think we're gonna get this one to work.
Well, I think it looks real good, and if Nate doesn't roll down the hill and you have to fish him out down somewhere, we should be all right. And I noticed here, I got to ask Nate a question here. Nate, how come you always get so dirty?
Well, I think I sweat a little bit more than most people, and it just tends to collect to me more than my crew members. So, I just pour sweat; it just comes out of me.
And hang out in the shade. So.
Yes. Now, this is going to be excellent. Every year, I get letters and calls from people saying, "When are you going to do something about the poison ivy and the thistles over here by the Lions Park?" And I send them letters back, and I call them back. I said, we're going to have a crew coming in. Now, I talked about this, I think, 4 years ago when we were just getting it designated to actually take it to the legislature for having it become a project. And our local representative, Kent Eakin, took this to the House to bring this forward off a 1984 study done by West Central Minnesota Conservation and Development. And Dean Schmidt, who's down there in Alexandria running that now, had to look way back to even find this project that they had done 25 years ago was when it was originally, the idea of this was conceived. So sometimes things take a little while. But, I really appreciate all the work and the effort that the 3 of you are doing, keeping Ben in line up there. And I envy you having the fortitude to do this. It's really great. I'm very proud to be here with you. Okay, and with that, we'll be back next week for Spotlight on Frazee.